Hey everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm doing another video. I don't know if this is going to come out after my Epic Virus video or not, but it's just something I've been thinking about the last couple months. And I know we're talking a lot about cancel culture, and I think it kind of relates to that in a certain way. So, as you probably have seen, I have a lot of questionable, some would say questionable opinions about the current pandemic. I wouldn't say that they're necessarily questionable ideas. I'd say it's more like, well, I'll do it in my video once it comes out. But one of the things that bothers me that's not related to that video is basically this is the idea. So you frame this thing. I just had a comment on another YouTube video I commented on. They said, "Oh, you're part of the problem," and I'm like, "I'm part of the problem." So because I said, basically, I'm still hanging out with a small group of friends here and there, and we don't wear masks together, and we're inside. Um, Probably see a total of about 8 to 10 people a week if you count everybody together. And there's been about maybe 35 deaths since this whole thing started from the virus in my county, which is about 500,000 people. So do the math, and the likelihood of me being some kind of inadvertent murderer is pretty fucking slim, right? Because that's one thing that bothers me about this whole thing. I'm just gonna release this before my virus video because I'm just pissed off about this. So when all of a sudden did I become this inadvertent murderer, irresponsible, selfish asshole because I happen to fucking not follow every guideline to the letter about the virus when nobody fucking does? And this is a very liberal town, like I said. Nobody I know does. Okay, I have my friends that I game with. It's like, I'm not going to do that with my friends, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to make them wear a mask in my house. I'm not going to wear a mask in their house. I'll go to a store and wear a fucking mask. I'll go to the fucking movies. And then the people that were totally paranoid about it a few months ago, friends and family are like, fuck that, you know? I mean, oh, you're part of the problem. It's like, fuck you, you know? So when was I not an inadvertent murderer? Is that so I'm a murderer now. That's what the title of this video is going to be. I'm a murderer. I'm a killer. I'm an evil fucking killer. Inadvertently. When was I not? When was I not? When was I not? Maybe I'm more of a murderer now. If I fucking go around and, hang out with people, try to live my life normally. I'm supposed to be locked up inside this attic room for fucking 24 hours a day, except for when I go to the grocery store, even though there's no lockdown anymore. It's kind of a light lockdown, sort of. It's like, what the fuck? Who are you to fucking judge me? Who are you to fucking judge me? You fucking pay your taxes and go to fucking Yemen wars, fucking. I'm gonna swear a lot in this video because I'm pissed off. You had fucking wars in Yemen. I mean, no, you don't go to wars in Yemen, but you support these wars. You're fucking. Where is it? Where's my phone? Your fucking phone is probably made from fucking, people that have suicide nets in their fucking factory, even me. And you probably pollute, which kills 4 million people a year. Who are you to call me a fucking murderer? Who are you to fucking call me a fucking murderer? Fuck you. I'm pissed. I'm sick of this shaming shit. I'm sick of this political divide, this divisiveness over this shit. There's a spectrum. I happen to wear a mask everywhere I go. If it's inside with public place, I'm less of a murderer. When was I less of a murderer when the flu virus is going on? I might have been carrying it. I might have been this invisible, evil enemy that I was part of, just like Al Qaeda back in 2001. You're a terrorist. You're either with us, or you're with the terrorists. This invisible enemy. You're an evil person if you don't report your neighbor for having a barbecue without masks on and going inside without a mask on, or you're an evil person for not reporting your neighbor for having a fucking a turban on, even though they could be Sikh. Or fucking, they're not, they could be a terrorist. They could be the invisible enemy. They could be carrying the invisible virus that's going to kill us all. Oh my God. So, my whole point is that stop the fucking shaming. Let's have a conversation what's acceptable and not. Shit changes every day. They say, and the mandates are so confusing. In this town, there's a new mask mandate, as my video is going to be released soon, probably about this. And, it basically says if you're inside a household, if you're in your own household, you're supposed to wear a mask and socially distance. So, and that I have a problem with that because then there's like a little waiver in there. But don't question people who don't wear masks, and don't shame them or try to humiliate them. They could have a psychological or medical reason for not wearing one, even though the fine is $360 or whatever the fuck. It's like, it's just like, what? What are we trying to do then? Are you trying to have a mandate or not? You have a little fucking loophole in there. It's like a legal loophole. I could tell a cop, oh, well, I have psychological reasons why I can't wear my mask. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I was locked in a room as a child, and they put a bag over my head for hours at a time. I just can't do it. When it's HIPAA laws or whatever, the federal privacy laws for medical privacy laws, you can't. I guess I could have you call my shrink, but I just don't. This is triggering me. I can't wear my mask. I can't wear a mask. Just let me alone. Just don't give me the fine. I'm going to challenge it in court. I'll bring my shrink there. It's like, what the fuck do you expect? I drive by the main like beach park in this fucking town. Got groups of 10 people, all college kids, no masks, or smushed together. Are they all evil murderers? They're irresponsible, selfish, evil murderers. We gotta just shame them so much. We gotta shame them. They're killing grandma. It's just gone insane. I'm ready to lose it, man. This is evil shit that people are doing to each other. I'm the bad guy. I'm the fucking bad guy. Okay, so I propose 2 different situations that could get people in trouble too. Let me think about this. So let's say a boyfriend and girlfriend do not live together, or any kind of couple, right? At that matter, they could not live together, and they visit each other's house, have sex or whatever. All of a sudden, oh, we can't make out anymore. I got to wear a mask because I'm not part of this household. How about a divorced child of divorcees or divorcees or whatever. How about a situation where a kid of divorced parents, excuse my grammar, I'm just kind of going crazy. Kid of divorced parents, right? So, how do you decide which member of the house, which household they're part of? What if they have equal custody? How are you going to say, oh, they're a member of both households, so they don't have to wear masks? Or what if it's like my situation where I saw my dad once a week for like the weekend or Saturdays? He had partial custody. Do I wear a half of a mask on? Do I have like half the mask on, half off, or take it off? Can I take it off every once in a while? It's just like this fucking, it's like, fuck. Anyways, nobody's following this shit. They're hypocrites all over. Every fucking politician is violated in one way or the other. Not every politician, but most politicians, you hear about all these stories about going to the fucking florist or the jeweler when things are locked down, or fucking their poly girlfriend or whatever, like Neil Ferguson. All these different, someone was spotted taking their mask off for a couple minutes in a fucking indoor location. Some fucking mayor, governor, or council person. They're really adamant about lockdowns and shit, but we gotta spot that, the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is fucking off the charts. And if people expect people to follow this shit, they have to follow it themselves. Lock yourself up for 3 years before there's a vaccine or whatever the fuck it takes. virus will probably be gone by then. But if these people that, some people are like, I think we should lock down the country until there's a vaccine. What if it's fucking 10 years? What are you going to do? You're going to fucking, not live your life? What if the fucking cases start going down again? Which they will. Look at, there's a lot of news coming out from Europe. There's really fucking crazy news. And obviously they had lockdowns and shit. Some of them didn't, though. And their cases are going down. So who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? Am I going to fucking stop? Should I just kill myself because I'm such a terrible, murderous, callous human being for having a fucking different opinion? 1. 2, for not following every guideline there is. Should I just fucking hate myself? These people that I know that don't follow the guidelines, they're not fucking people that are out like fucking shit, shitting on the, if they work at a fast food, they don't shit in the fucking burgers or something. It's not like this. The confusion is real. And people that want to fucking, people better have a fucking civilized conversation about this. This is really ridiculous because I'm calming down now, but this is fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'm not gonna fucking listen to the guidelines until, 100%. Nobody's gonna do it 100%. Unless they're just gonna lock themselves in their fucking house and then once in a while be on a bench with their friend, like once a month, wearing a mask. How has it been going? How has it been going? I've been like reading a lot of stuff. I guess we'll elbow bump. I gotta put a cloth on it first, though. First, my elbow bump. Bye. Fuck you. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, there's some studies about 80% asymptomatic, numbers of people. Of course, that kind of ties into the mask argument too. It also ties into the, the right wing side too. Well, if it's 80% or 90% asymptomatics, then maybe we should get our country unlocked. Well, maybe it's somewhere in between. What the fuck? What? A moderate position in this virus crisis. Oh my God. I don't know where to go. My fucking head will explode. These people, their fucking heads will explode because I happen to be a moderate COVIDiot. Or am I? What am I? I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna probably blab on this fucking video. It'll probably be 20 minutes. I'm just fucking pissed. I gotta get this shit out. So, these mandates and shit is so confusing. Yeah, like I said, like what if a person is the kid of divorced parents? How do they decide which household they have to wear the mask on in? Well, that's my ex-wife. I can see this becoming like a thing, like 2 divorced parents, because this happens a lot in divorces. Like family members that I've had that gotten divorced, they're like saying a thing about the other parent, and I'll say, yeah, she lets him not wear a mask. I'm going to bring this up in the custody battle. It's just like, oh my God, so fucking stupid. First of all, what they did with the bars and shit, I sort of understand it, right? Public gatherings and stuff. With these mask mandates, the way they're written, these loopholes and shit, these fucking loopholes and these confusing things about the household, fucking delete that. Delete that. Lars Ulrich's father in Some Kind of Monster. Delete that. Torben Ulrich. It's just so fucking confusing. That's why people aren't fucking following mandates. They're not heartless Trump supporters. We're all heartless Trump supporter Nazis. Cancel us now. Just kill us now. Because we don't follow every guideline. Just lock down the country for 10 years. And then get your vaccine. All the scare articles are real. I might get COVID toes. I don't want to get this shit. I'm not fucking lying. I don't want to get the fucking shit. I might already had it, but I don't want to get this shit. But I want to fucking live my life. I'm not gonna fucking be locked up in this attic room for fucking 10 years before there's a vaccine. I'm sorry. There's people wearing the fucking mask in their car alone. I mean, that's fucking retarded. It's fucking so stupid. I mean, I take a middle ground with this. Maybe the middle ground is a little less deaths of people that, well, you'll see in my next video what I say about deaths, because that is fucking weird as shit. But you probably already know. You probably already heard the fucking memes and shit. Seen the memes. And it's somewhere in between the memes and reality. What I'm going to talk. Well, no. The memes are partially true, I should say, but not totally true. So, to conclude, I'm being shamed on, like, once in a while I'm being shamed on Facebook, once in a while I'm being shamed on YouTube. Nobody really has called me a murderer yet, but that's kind of what they're implying, that I'm this irresponsible fuck for hanging out with friends during a pandemic a little bit here and there. When it's pretty much a bubble. It's not like a huge group of people. It's not a party. It's like 5 people, 4 or 5 people. God, for 3 to 5 people. God forbid. Oh my God, you're spreading the virus to grandma. When we've had fucking like 35 deaths or something throughout the whole thing. I don't even know if it's that many, in this county. So I don't know what to say to these people. I'm supposed to be shamed for living my life and trying to live my life, right? No, that's going to make me fucking rebel more. My whole question, and I'm going to bring this up in my other videos too, and I've been reading this. What makes things different now, other than the severity? When there was a flu season, am I not with a really bad flu season? Let's say it's like 1/3 or 1/4 as bad as the pandemic. Let's say it is, because it could very well turn out to be like that. It could be like a bad flu season is, this sort of thing turns out in America to kill, because like the flu kills 200 to 600,000 people a year worldwide. Estimated. You look it up. YouTube. It's probably poorer countries that can, they probably don't have a lot of, it's probably third world countries and shit a lot of the time. It's not fucking lying, okay? But the flu does kill a lot of people. And air pollution kills, supposedly, Wikipedia says this shit too, I believe, fucking 4 million people a year. So let's just postulate this. What was I supposed to do all these years? Was I supposed to be social distancing during fucking October through May? Was I supposed to be just locking myself in my room or wearing a mask everywhere? Or, I get sick at work, but there's vaccines, but there's treatments for those. There's not for this. Well, yeah, but there are treatments for this. Hydroxychloroquine. No, I'm not talking about that. That's just a fucking meme at this point. I don't give a fuck about that. There are actual treatments though now. Not necessarily that. It's like QAnon. Fuck that shit, okay? I'm just saying, what was I supposed to do all these years? Am I supposed to like fucking not do things, not date? I mean, even Fauci's somewhat moderate about the social distancing thing. He was asked about Tinder months back. He's like, that's their responsibility, their health, blah, blah, blah. I don't remember what he said exactly, but it was during the press conference. And he's like the big villain, supposedly, according to the right. And he was actually kind of moderate. But then there's people online being more extreme than fucking Fauci. It's ridiculous. What am I supposed to do? Not see my sister for 5 years? Oh, well, I'm sorry. I can't talk to you for 5 years. Only if we're outside, 10 feet apart, like with a fucking megaphone, talking to each other. But there might be droplets in the megaphone, so we gotta fucking like clean the megaphone out fucking 20 times and shit. We'll keep talking on our cell phones as long as we clean it up every 5 minutes. Because there might be, I don't know, it could be in the air like everything else. Oh my God. So it's just madness. That's the madness right there. That's what I talk about. That's what I'm rebelling against. That fucking kind of shit. People can say, yes, it's responsible if you social distance. It's more responsible for public health to wear masks places and shit. But they're talking about, you're a murderer. You're a murderer. It's like, you can murder this down there, Or you could suck on this. I'm being fucking obscene because I'm fucking pissed. You could say all this shit about me being an inadvertent murderer all these years during flu season because I went to Walgreens to get orange juice and water and sometimes a couple of treats too. And then I got like ibuprofen because I had the flu. And there might have been one old lady right in front of me who could have gotten pneumonia and died. So I'm an inadvertent murderer when I didn't even know I was. Even though now it's way worse, so I'm a genocidal maniac compared to back then, because I was an inadvertent serial killer, but now I'm a genocidal maniac for going in public at all, or leaving my house. Fuck you!